Today is a special day because we're here with somebody that already has made a piece of history in alpine skiing and we still have to make some 77 Ski World Cup podiums, 34 victories, correct me if I'm wrong, medals at Olympic Games, World Championship. The story is long and this is Alexis Petrov. Bonjour.
Ciao, ciao.
Sympa l'introduction, eh? Did you like my introduction?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Good to see you back. How are you feeling?
Feeling is okay. That's the first camp and just the first days on the snow, so it's going pretty well, I would say. Of course, I still have some pain with the flexion, but it's getting anyway better. When I'm skiing, it's okay, and it's following the way of what we were expecting for.
Yeah, it was a complex injury and it took 7 months, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
seven months. Mostly because of the meniscus. I destroyed both of meniscus. Of course, some other things, but all in all, I'm back here on snow, and that's the most important.
That's the most important thing. Fantastic. Good to see you back, and you seem to enjoy it as well. So that's fantastic. So everybody knows Alexis. He doesn't need much of presentation, but if you have to go back to your career, what was your result that still stick to you, into your mind, that you still are proud of yourself? There's so many.
Was many, but I think my first Olympic medals, the victory I get when I won the overall globe. So when I won the GS, but then I won the GS globe and I won the overall all at the same day.
Yeah.
And the last day was probably my world champion title at home in France, in Courchevel.
Fantastic, exactly, at home. And I saw you so many times doing some amazing performance in the second run. How would you suggest for the young athletes to learn how to manage the pressure? When you lead in the first run, when you have a little gap, you have to go for it.
Yeah, first you have to go for it, that's for sure. But I think it's coming a lot with the determination. You need also to handle the situation. So knowing the situation is also really important. So you have to learn it. Being in this situation is making you getting better and stronger, and you don't need to be too hard on yourself, especially the first times, because everybody is missing, everybody is struggling.
Yeah.
So just take it easy, take it as it comes, and there is it will come also some other opportunities, other chances. So it's just about a mix of everything, and the pressure is important to make the right thing at the right moment also.
Yeah, fantastic. You have shown some really nerves, particularly remember one slalom in Val d'Isère, you were first, but the guy behind you was like 200 of a second and he was on fire, and but many times it happened to you. So that's why I asked this question, because I think that the psychological aspect is one of the most important in skiing, to really learn yourself, to really get to...
Yeah, in skiing for sure, but also I think in many sports as well. So we all have our own specificities, and I think the most important is to practice and to be sure about ourselves. Yeah. And then the determination is also really important.
You've always been a fantastic skier technically, and so now you're approaching to this moment of your career where you're considering becoming more of a speed skier, if I understood correctly. So no more slalom for you?
Yeah, no more slalom for me. Now I want to focus on GS, Super G and downhill. Already last year, of course, I get this injury, so it changed a little bit the plan, but the idea remained the same. And now the first step or the next step will be to be back for Beaver Creek. And we will skip Solden and we will be back for the first speed and the second GS.
Okay, see, because growing up, speed has been always your kind of weakness point, wasn't it? You were strong pretty much everywhere, but if we find a little...
Yeah, downhill was the discipline I always left on the side.
Yeah.
Because about the overall globe, I needed to focus on the best disciplines where I was able to get most points. And because of this reason, I was skipping downhills, because at our level it's nearly impossible to do everything. You have to make some choices. Exactly. And that was the choices, to leave the downhill on the side.
Yeah.
And to focus on GS, slalom and also Super G. So now the goal is changing a bit. I'm not focusing much anymore on the overall globe. So that's the reason why I take more liberty to go and to try the the downhill discipline and having some result in these disciplines too now.
Exactly. And you already won so much in your career, so what's left, what's missing for you that you think is missing that you would have wanted to win, and what's gonna come? You're surely hungry for more, let's say, and we love that your passion is still here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course, it's changed a bit, especially for the next season, because with the injury you have to deal with, you have to take how it comes. But the main goal for my end of the career will be probably the Olympics. First, they will be in Europe. That will be the first Olympics I will know in Europe. I was always in Asia or Russia, but Russia we can also count it as a Asia country. So always a little bit special and far away from our bases or alpine skiing bases. So that's the reason why that will be for me really important. Making these Olympic Games at home or in Milan, but not far from home in our Alps. It makes something really special, I guess. And I'm still mixing the goal. So if I can be competitive and reaching the gold medal, that would be the aim.
Yeah, we're coming at the end of the lift, and with Alex Hill I could talk for hours for sure. But so we wish you all the best to achieve all of you're saying you're looking for, and also congratulations for being a dad.
Thank
So
you.
I hope you stay as long as your kid will understand having a father like you, a champion.
Thank you. And bye bye. Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye, and best of wishes for the upcoming season.
Thank
Ciao,
you.
Alexis. It's
Ciao,
been
ciao.
lovely talking to you.